KUSI News at 10 is live now.
Back here in the state of California, money is the big issue on the primary ballot next month. The Indian gaming tribes have the money, the state wants it, and the voters get to decide. Some of the tribes are urging voters to reject the propositions.
California faces a growing state budget crisis, but the new Indian gaming agreements will help by providing billions in new state revenues.
That's the argument from the state and 4 large Southern California tribes in favor of Propositions 94, 95, 96, and 97. They promise $9 billion for the state over 20 years by allowing the tribes to add 17,000 more machines. Opponents say, like all apparent gifts, there's a catch.
If you do the numbers and pencil it out, it doesn't pan out. So the state ain't going to get all that money over 20 years.
The state's legislative analyst says the governor's office is being overly optimistic on the revenue gains from the new machines. Opponents say the agreements will give unfair advantage to just 4 tribes at the expense of more than 100 other tribes in the state.
So many, there's 109 federally recognized tribes in California, and I believe they have about 22, the last I checked on the internet, of support.
Robert Smith is chairman of the Pala Indian tribe. He doesn't like those agreements, saying they would shift control of casino revenues from the state to the 4 tribes. Right now, the state audits casino revenues, but he says the tribes would audit and report gambling revenues under the new agreements.
If they can turn machines off or on let's say during the week it's slow, they can turn them on. During the weekend, turn them on. They can say, well, not all machines made that much money this month or this week, so they control it.
Smith says there is no guarantee the state will spend the new revenue as promised because it would go to the general fund.
Not one penny is going to go guaranteed to go to public safety or education.
Like the Pala tribe, opponents of the 4 propositions say they're unfair to taxpayers, the other tribes, and the state.
Deals that give away too much to the richest, most powerful tribes, and let them calculate what they'll share with the state.
And this footnote to the story: if the Pala tribe hadn't gathered the signatures to put those propositions on the ballot, the agreements would have become effective without voter approval.
Indian gaming has helped improve conditions on Indian reservations by providing vitally needed funds for housing, education, and other tribal services. Now, new agreements with 4 Southern California tribes will provide greater benefits to our state. The tribes will pay a much higher percentage of their gaming revenues to the state and share revenues with non-gaming tribes that don't have casinos. Support these important agreements by voting yes on 94, 95, 96, and 97.